What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time joining us, I am Michael Honeycutt. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different from what I've been doing these past few weeks. I've been showing you all these other bodybuilders workouts and everything like that. So the thing is about today, how to build 3D shoulders. So with all the steroids and all the performance enhancing drugs that's going around today, when you take performance enhancing drugs, especially like testosterone and stuff like that, your shoulders and your quads are going to grow automatically. So it's really hard to sit there and listen to the people that are on drugs and on steroids and then try to put that into your own routine. So I'm going to show you guys my shoulder day routine and how I built my shoulders naturally. So we're going to start off today with the dumbbells, strict dumbbell shoulder press. We're going to start it off with a warm-up set of 50s, another warm-up set of the 70s, and then we're going to go into 2 working sets with the 90s. And we're going to go for the third set, second set is going to be till failure. So I will see you guys on the dumbbell bench press. Let's get this cheers on the way with the pre-workout here. I got my Woke AF right now. Cheers, boys, cheers. All right, so like I was saying, I'll see you guys on the dumbbell shoulder press. I'm only going to show you one set of the 90s till failure, but I already explained to you what I'm doing. I will see you guys on the dumbbell shoulder press. One thing I want y'all to understand is if you're going to grab a heavy weight, don't do this fucking half rep bullshit where you stop here and then go back up. I mean, you're doing bullshit. You're doing nothing for yourself there. I mean, I see so many people that want to grab a heavy weight, bring it up, and then they'll come down to right here. What the fuck is that doing for you? You have to get the deep stretch, control the weight, and explode up. It's very simple. Yet people just want to fucking ego lift and do all this bullshit and whatever. You'll never grow doing that shit. So, obviously, don't have to take my word for it. Again, do your own research, figure it out yourself. But if you're plateauing right now, most likely you're ego lifting and you're bullshitting yourself. So just don't do that shit, really. It's very simple, and it's very easy not to do that. So grab a lighter weight, something you can do, and just go for the deep stretch, man. Like, you'll see these 90s, they get down to my shoulders. I go past 90. And that's not, me bragging or shit. That's just, I've gotten good at controlling the weight. I've gotten good at getting a deep stretch and growing my shoulders. And, I have the proof to show it, so, whatever. But this is the second working set. I've done a warm-up with the 50s, 12 reps. I've done a warm-up with the 70s, 4 to 5 reps, I don't remember. And then I did one set with the 90s. I did the 6. I wanted to leave some in the tank. And then, this is going to be my set to failure with heavy weight.
I gotta tell you, she's everything I'm not. Yep. She got together with my training partner.
Oh, that's fucking light.
I came home from the 80 Olympia, and they're together. I'm like, oh my God. I was so hurt and so baffled that this girl could do this to me. And before the 81 Olympia, I just opened a door to the Gold's Gym that day, that year, and boom, everything would work. I decided to take all that energy and put it into the gym. Come on. Squeeze it! Squeeze!
Failed on the 8th. I'm happy with it. But I want you to notice how I'm not just stopping right here. I'm going all the way down and then I'm going back up. So, like, if I were to stop right here, I could probably get the 110s. But that's just bullshit. So let's hop on over this next exercise here, which is side lateral raises. Again, don't grab a heavy weight and just fucking throw it up. You're gonna grab something you're able to control pretty well. So we're not moving anywhere. We're staying here. We're gonna grab some dumbbells, light dumbbells, and get it done. You're gonna grab, for me, it's the 40s. For you, it might be the 30s, might be the 20s. It does not matter. The amount of weight you lift, it doesn't fucking matter, dude. It's just, can you control the weight? Can you get a deep stretch? That's all I gotta say. So I got 40s here, and then we got the 20s as well. So I'm gonna do 2 sets only, but I'm gonna go first set 40s to 12, and then I'm gonna grab the 20s, half the weight, and we're just gonna AMRAP it. So what does that mean? As many reps as possible. So we're gonna do that 2 times, but for the second set, I'm gonna do the 40s till failure, then grab the 20s, do that till failure.
I fucking bitch slap that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I don't have time for people that are weak and they say I can't. No, you can. You will. You are wasting my fucking time. You're wasting your time, and you're pissing me off. And let me tell you why. Because you have a negative mentality. You're weak-minded, and you're never going to accomplish your goals. Because I'm telling you right now what you need to do, and you're telling me.
And I'm not giving myself any time to rest here. I'm gonna get straight into it.
And what you have to do is you have to change your mentality. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes. So if I tell you you need to eat 6 to 10 meals a day, your answer is, okay, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, starting not tomorrow, not Monday, not next month, starting right this motherfucking minute, I'm gonna start doing what it takes. For the rest of the day, I'm gonna eat every 2.5 to 3 hours. Solid food, because I'm willing to.
Alrighty, y'all. So like I was saying, we're gonna do 2 sets of that. And it's whatever weight you can grab. So if I say I already grabbed the 30s, right? I'm gonna grab the 15s as well. Half the weight of whatever you're gonna do. And first set's gonna be 12 on your heavier weight. AMRAP second. And then the second set, you're gonna do failure to failure on your heavy weight. And then again to failure on your lighter weight. So, wow. I'll see you guys on the single arm rear delt cables. I set myself up how I'm leaning to the side. There's a slight bend in my elbow. I'm not straight out every time. But yeah, let's just get straight into it, guys. So first, I'm not just gonna, get into my first rep by swinging it out, right? For me to set up and get my rear delt to hold the weight first, I'm gonna wrap my fingers around here. I'm almost gonna do a little lat pull, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna pull it with my back, and then I'm gonna do a tricep extension to get it out. And then from there, it's just letting and controlling that weight down, getting the deep stretch, and then coming back out.
Small waist and big shoulders. I wasn't 6'5", but you know what? I wasn't even competing with anyone else. I was trying to beat that guy, Tom.
And if you need to reset, do it. Like sometimes my hand will, need to reset here, and I'll do it.
Plan in life. Forget about the technique, how to do this. If you want something bad enough, you can do it.
So the total 8 reps here, and
there's gotta be a switch.
all right, like I was saying, that was a total of 8 reps. Not mad about it. I mean, if you get 8, you get 8. If you fail on the 8th, you fail on the 8th. But yeah, I don't have anything on under this, so I'm not gonna take it off so you guys can see. We're just gonna go straight into this left side here.
If you want something bad enough, you can't let anybody tell you.
Fell on the 8th there too. Very happy with that. I'm gonna go back to the dumbbells now. I'm gonna grab some 100s, and we're just gonna do some shoulder shrugs for the traps. And that's gonna be it for the day. 4 total exercises, very short, very simple. you know, the more you get into bodybuilding, of course, you're gonna wanna train the muscle that you wanna build. So, you know, for right now, what I wanna build is the cap and my rear delts. So when I'm doing a back pose, I can see the rear delts and I can see the cap. So when eventually I build my caps enough and I build my rear delts enough that I wanna train my front delts, then I'll move on to that and specify that in my workouts. There's a difference between also when you're training and say I'm not lifting as much weight as you think I would. There's a difference between powerlifting and bodybuilding. Do you want to be a powerlifter or do you want to be a bodybuilder? You have to understand the difference. Bodybuilding, you're training to grow the muscle. You're training in the gym to break down the muscle fibers to then later go home, eat food, and rebuild them back bigger and better. So, and the difference powerlifting, you're building for strength. So if I were to go in here and do, 2 sets, 4 to 6 reps, that's strength training. So, just take that into account whenever you're gonna go into the gym and you're gonna be like, okay, well, I wanna lift heavy, but I also wanna be a bodybuilder. You can't have both, man. I mean, you definitely can, but you're not gonna get very far in bodybuilding or powerlifting if you're gonna do both. So, yeah, just take that into account. I'll see you guys over at the dumbbells for the shoulder shrugs. This right here, that is an Akatsuki cloud. I'm an anime nerd, so, proud of it too, don't really care. Yeah, my first anime I ever got into was Naruto, and absolutely put me onto everything else I've ever watched because Naruto was such a beautiful story. But other than that, let's get back into the gym here. This is my third and final set here. So we did 1 set with the hundreds for 10 to 12, 2 sets, 10 to 12. And I think I got 10 on each, leaving 2 in the tank because I don't want to train till failure on every set that I do. And then this final set here, this is when we're going to train till failure. So, and what does failure mean? Failure means until I cannot lift the weight up anymore. So, but yeah, that's, it's very simple, don't make it too complicated on yourself because especially if you're just beginning out or just starting out, don't try and, work the striations of your front delt or the striations of your rear and side lateral. Like, don't worry about it, man. You just get in there, do 4 or 5 exercises for a workout split, and, you're good to go. Once you get more advanced down the road in bodybuilding, then you can kind of, specify which muscle you want to train by putting that into your workout regimen and taking out something else. So, for example, when I wanted to train my traps, right, I added this as my final set here, or my final exercise, because I really wanted to work on this and, make it a part of my physique. So, and now that I have traps here, I'm probably going to lay off a bit. Once I get to, probably a month or 2 down the road, I'll probably lay back a bit on the traps here and start going for my front delts. So, but yeah, let's get into this last set here, and then we're gonna get into the posing room, be done for the day. I'm hungry, I need to go eat. That's it.
Is it like the hand of God hovering above? At least it is true that man has no control, even over his own will.
On your feet, Dad. You're not done yet. In case you've forgotten, you have your own reasons for coming.
All right, y'all. I'll see you guys in the posing room. It's gonna do it for the day here. That is gonna do it for how to build 3D shoulders. Very simple, very short day, 4 exercises total, and obviously you could add a front, raise, front lateral raise exercise, whatever you want to do. It's totally up to you, but this, all I'm doing is showing you what I did to build the shoulders that I have. And with that being said, we like to do this thing on the channel where I show you an unflexed and a flexed version of me because I want to show you the reality of bodybuilding and social media itself. So with that being said, I'm gonna take my pump cover off here and kind of get into it, but whew. Like I was saying, I like to do this thing on the channel where I show you a flexed version of me, unflexed version of me. I want to show you the reality of being a bodybuilder, natural bodybuilder like myself. So right now you have me totally relaxed, no flexing whatsoever. I'm gonna do a little 360 here just so y'all can see. But this is what somebody like me is gonna look like on a 24/7 basis, you know, day to day. But if I were to come and get under great lighting and pose, know how to flex, know how to pose, this is what we're gonna look like in a posing stature here. So let's go ahead and get that underway. So unflexed, I'm gonna go for the abs first, gonna bring the traps in second, bring the arms together, flip them up so I get my biceps involved, and there you go, there you have it. That is me completely flexed. This is what you're gonna see on social media with everything I'll show you. And the thing about it is, yes, I'm gonna obviously start getting into the flexed and non-flexed on social media as well. But you know, for me to get to where I wanted to be, I needed to start with people seeing the flexed version of me, because people aren't gonna follow or get clicks on somebody who's just, you know, like that. So, yep, just like that. But yeah, guys, very, very simple shoulder day. But yeah, that's the basis of it here, guys. It's the difference between a flex version of me and unflexed. Moral of the story is, don't believe everything you see on social media, because most of the time, I'm only gonna show you the best of the best. With that being said, you guys, that is gonna do it for how to build 3D shoulders. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you liked the video or you learned something today, I would really appreciate it if you just leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. I want to keep doing this as a career and as a job, just showing people the reality of bodybuilding and natural bodybuilding in itself. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you guys next time.